Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and it's Love in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Pistons, Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. Now here's Butler. To the paint, here's Love. Rejected by Harris. Well, we know it's been tough to win in Detroit for the Pistons. They've changed coaches again. Just 2 playoff appearances, Shams, in the last 15 years for this very proud and historic franchise. But there is, I feel, as you look at that franchise, hope. Do you see it as well?
No question, and it really starts with Cade Cunningham. I'm told the Pistons organization has all the confidence in the world in Cunningham. The first pick in the draft in 2021, he averaged 23 points, 8 assists per game, 6'6" point guard. Cunningham is someone the Pistons brass is very confident can be a franchise player, and he is their cornerstone moving forward.
He is a good starting point, I would agree. Now here's Thompson, following the miss by Josh Richardson. And a wide-open look for Cunningham. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, as a defense, you have to expect Cunningham to take those. He's not shy at the arc.
Butler dishes to Love. Outside Butler. Pass to Richardson. Here's Jovic, guarded by Harris. Jovic, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
For Miami, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Richardson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Jaden Ivey.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And that one misses. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Thompson. Love grabs the board. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Burks. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Butler passes to Burks. 6 to shoot. Richardson against Ivy. Richardson, no luck.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement. And that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. The Heat in second.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Back to Butler. To the middle. Here's Jovic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jovic has got his second bucket of the night.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
On the wing, Thompson, defended by Butler. And Thompson kicks to Harris. Pass to Cunningham. Launches a 3. Miami grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Butler. No scoring in this one. Ivy against Burks. Fires the three. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Jaden Ivey. This is his first trip to the line tonight, and he hits the first of 3. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul. Now here's Richardson. Still without a basket. They set the pick. Tipped away. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Hardaway. The kick out to Cunningham. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Cunningham's got 6 points.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Jovic passes to Burks. Butler feeling out of it. Here's Jovic. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Well, if you're going to give Butler a look from the mid-range, he's more than happy to take it.
Harris outside. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat trail by 4. Here's Burks. Pass to Love. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler. He said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here is Butler after Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 6. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That's someone, wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, he sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Pistons leading by 8. Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Jovic. The Heat have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Burks on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Back to Butler. Over Harris. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Harris with the ball for the Pistons. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
And timeout is called. Detroit making a switch. Stewart's checked in. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for the Heat. Pass to Burks. Now Jaquez. Butler a screen on Stewart. It's Jaquez with the drive. Butler finds Burks. Stewart against Jaquez. Here's Love from the arc. Defense that time from Duran.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got two phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with it?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it.
Well, he is a gifted attacker. When Jaquez Jr. gets this kind of opening, you know what happens next.
Cunningham for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Cunningham's got 15 points.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Got a piece of it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Thompson with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Hardaway passes to Cunningham. The shot by Stewart with no one around. And Detroit again with the bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 15. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Tipping in here for Detroit. Tobias Harris is checked in for Duran. Fontecchio's coming in for Asar Thompson. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Now the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible?
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Here's Smith. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Here's Highsmith. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Noel. Harris passes to Noel. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by the Heat, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
To the inside. Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got 6.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
So it's Detroit now. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of influx, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Jaime Jaquez. Smith is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Highsmith in at the 4-man position. Detroit leading by 11. Pass to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Always good to see Hardaway not sitting back and attacking the rim.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Heat. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Here's Highsmith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one is stuffed right through.
The opposite of a selfish player. Jaime Jaquez Jr. always puts the team ahead of himself.
Robinson against Hardaway. Down low, here's Beasley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Friday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Marcus Sasser's checked in for Detroit. Here's Highsmith. Out to Smith. Here's the 3. No good that time. Pistons leading by 13. Fontecchio passes to Stewart. Pistons passing it around. Harris, right side. From 10 feet out. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Heat trail by 13. Here's Highsmith. Pass to Hockett. Hey, Sean, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. And it's the Heat with the ball, following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second-chance points in the league. The Pistons, number 1.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second-chance opportunities.
A different look here for Detroit. Duran comes in for Tobias Harris. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Marcus Sasser. And he nails the third.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in line so far here in the second quarter.
It's good. Beasley's got 7 now in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter.
Well, a chance to check out some stats for Jalen Duran.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Stewart against Hawkins. Back to Butler. Takes a 3. From deep, Jimmy Butler.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Pass to Beasley. From past the arc. Sinks the triple. Beasley's got 10 points.
matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now, here's Butler. 23 points for him the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. And it's Love missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now Cunningham. Following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Over Butler. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, this is the story of the night for that defense. They have not been able to contain Cunningham.
Outside Robinson. Now Hawkins. He had 15 points last outing. Butler kicks to Smith. Lots of room. Buries the jump shot. 5 points in the game.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's coming off a 22-point game against Houston.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Smith against Cunningham. Smith the pass to Love. Defense that time from Duren.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Well, this is where Stewart should look to score. He can be very effective down low.
Here's Butler. Offensive rebound. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
So for the Pistons, Harris is checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Fontecchio. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Malik Beasley. And Miami also making a switch. Highsmith is checked in. Here's Highsmith. His last outing, he had 8 points. Heat moving the ball around. That's tipped. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And he slams it one-handed.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Here's Harris after the Heat pick up 2. Back to Cunningham. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Heat trail by 14. Richardson the pass to Jovic. The kick outside to Butler. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Low block shot. Rebounded by the Pistons. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Cunningham outside. Back to Harris. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Now here's Butler. He has 5 with the drive. Against contact, Butler off the drive.
Well, look, you can't give Butler these lanes to the rim. He's explosive on the attack.
Pass to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Shoots over Burks. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, positioning and size win Duren the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
Here's Jovic. Back to Richardson. Burks looking around. Love with the screen for Burks. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Burks has got 12 in the game.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And stolen by Love. And here's Burks. 12 points for him. Love up top. Richardson outside. The three. Here's Jovic. And that one drops. Jovic has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Here's Thompson after Alec Burks has scored. Poked away. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, tough play by Butler.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Cunningham looking it over. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's Jovic. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Eric Spoelstra here with us. A lot of three-pointers allowed in the first half. How do you limit that going forward?
Well, there's been some airspace issues. I mean, there are a couple easy ones where we didn't rotate over on the weak side, but we're just not making that extra effort to get to the shooters.
And we know multiple effort is a big part of what you do. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. 17 points was their biggest margin. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about heat culture, the Miami franchise, from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused. And it's a great finish! Oh, my.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And you look at Asar Thompson, Coach, already imposing at the defensive end of the floor.
He certainly is, Kevin. And that's what they got him to do. But it's the offensive end where he has to make strides, especially in his three-point shooting. It's problematic for a perimeter player who struggles to get the ball in the basket.
Back to Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
Burks, the pass to Jovic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I've always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Jimmy Butler. Detroit's gone outside a lot tonight, 17 times in fact, 7 of 17. Duran finds Cunningham to the hoop, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's an aggressive play and a chance for Cunningham to get 3 points the old-fashioned way.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Love the pass to Burks. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Pistons leading by 9. Inside, Harris. It's deflected. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Richardson, the bounce pass. To the inside.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Love. How he performed last season. Averaged about 9 points a game last year. 6 rebounds and 2 assists. But you look at the rebound totals, and it's a big part of what he does for this team.
Everybody has their strengths. Easy to see that rebounding is his, and he is honed in on it.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Well, Butler is good at creating contact because he is so assertive offensively.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly.
Well, you know Love isn't afraid of getting after it out there. You got to love the energy there on the glass.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. The Heat trail by 6. Jovic passes to Burks. Now Butler. Burks with it. 3-pointer. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. Harris against Love. The Pistons working the ball around now. And Thompson slams it home.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The Heat in 5th.
Very reliable. No question. They punish teams for sending them to the free throw line.
Here's Jovic, guarded by Harris. There's a good screen. Shot from the top of the key. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Richardson's got his first 2 points.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
13 foul.
And so it's Detroit with it. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Burks on the wing. Ivy defending. Burks the pass to Jovic. Shot clock at 6. And here's Richardson outside. No good. Shot missing.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And that sends Cade Cunningham to the free throw line. That one on Richardson. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want. Team leader.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Offensive rebound. Here's Duran. Pass to Ivy. Thompson up top, defended by Butler. Here's Duran. And finally they hit one. Duran's got 9 points.
Well, this is where Duran looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
Richardson outside. Burks on the wing. Ivy defending. Burks kicks to Butler. Miami no good on that time either.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to Cunningham from outside the arc. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Cunningham's got 33.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
The Heat trail by 18. Now, here's Burks. Here's Jovic. He's got 16. Back to Burks to stop the run. Traps in the tray. He's got 17.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Harris outside. Thompson surveying the floor. And yes, it's good. Thompson's got 7 points for the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Jovic, guarded by Harris. Thompson against Butler. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Down low. The kick out to Cunningham. Another 3 for Detroit.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
The Heat trail by 20. Butler passes to Jovic. He takes it in. It's good. Jovic has got 18 points.
And Butler is someone any coach would love to have. You see why with passes like these.
Pass to Ivy. Top of the key, Harris. Now, here's Ivy. He has yet to score. And Cunningham with the slam.
I love the mentality of Cunningham.
Tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Richardson against Cunningham. Richardson attacking. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Fontecchio's coming in for Harris. Outside Robinson. There's the pick. Burks for three. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Fontecchio finds Cunningham. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Cunningham's got 40 points.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Bryant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Pass to Fontecchio. Back to Cunningham. Ivy with it. This one for three. Burks pulls it in.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways. Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Cunningham outside. Fontecchio passes to Thompson. And here's Ivy. Offline with his 3.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
Here's Highsmith. He has 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
A different look here for Detroit. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Thompson. Malik Beasley comes in for Ivy. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Then for the Heat, Ware's checked in, and Smith subbed in for Burks. Here's Highsmith, guarded by Hardaway. For 3, Smith sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got 8 points. Here's Beasley. Puts up a deep 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pistons lead by 13. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Duncan Robinson. He's out there with Smith. Ryan is out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Highsmith in at the 4 spot. And Beasley has the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Hardaway passes to Beasley. Back to Hardaway. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Highsmith. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Fontecchio. That's his first foul. Moore is checked in for Detroit. There's a screen by Bryant. To the middle. Moore with the steal. And now Moore pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. For three, Beasley bangs home the trifecta. And the Pistons lead by 20.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Highsmith the pass to Robinson. No one covering. That's now 8 points for Robinson.
Well, this is Robinson at his best. He can really do damage off the catch.
Fontecchio with it. Pass to Beasley. Now Hardaway. Clock at 4. Stewart with the screen on Robinson. Hardaway for three. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Silky smooth with that jumper. Hardaway Jr.'s mechanics are what make him so deadly.
Here's Highsmith. Bryant a screen on Beasley. Going inside. Smith the pass to Robinson. Here's Highsmith. Outside for Robinson. Over Hardaway. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Not many places on the floor Robinson will hesitate to shoot.
Stewart, a screen for Beasley. Stewart against Smith. Back to Beasley. Inside, here's Stewart. The shot comes out. Great defense that time from Jaquez. Here's Highsmith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Malik Beasley. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Jaquez finds Butler. Lets it go. Miami no good on that time either.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
The Heat trail by 20. Jaquez with the ball. Beasley covering. Highsmith. Out to Smith. Fires for three. For the Pistons, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Fontecchio. Thompson comes in for Hardaway. And Ivy subbed in for Beasley. Pass to Ivy. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Right, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit. And that touch around the rim is just great from Love.
Ivy passes to Duren. Now here's Cunningham. Now Ivy fires from deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. Jaquez has got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Love. Love with the screen on Thompson. Butler from outside. Rebound by the Pistons.
well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
The Heat trail by 18. On the wing, Hawkins. There's the drive, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, that's where Hawkins is most effective, when he's attacking off the dribble.
Back to Cunningham. And here's Stewart. Pass to Thompson. Stewart, a screen for Thompson. The three ball. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scary.
Butler on the wing. Three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Pass to Stewart. And here is Duran. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. To the wing right side. Pistons keep it alive.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Butler. Hawkins with the screen on Stewart. And it's Butler missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Thompson. Duran with it. Lets it go from deep. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hawkins outside. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And for Isaiah Stewart. Heat also with the sub. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Jaime Hawkins. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Cade Cunningham.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass.
This is making a change here. Stewart's checked in, and with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He's obviously pretty happy. He said, I know they're not going to take us lightly next time. He knew what the deal was with that underdog role coming into the game.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
That is what they want from Duran. Spike it, young fella.
Love with the screen on Stewart. Driving in. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Ivy finds Stewart, and it's in there. And the Pistons lead by 15.
Well, a little physicality just isn't enough to stop a big guy like Isaiah Stewart inside.
Butler passes to Jovic. And Thompson sends it back. Richardson against Cunningham. Lets the three fly. The three-pointer is right on target. Cunningham's got 43 points.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Butler passes to Richardson. Up top, Burks. Love with the screen on Ivy. Burks for 3. Rebound, Detroit. Duran's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Now, here's Cunningham. Here's Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Thompson's got 13 points in the second half. The Heat trail by 20. Richardson with it, picked up by Thompson. Pass to Butler. Here's Jovic. And they get it. He lays it in. Jovic has got 22.
Works that one inside nicely.
Pistons leading by 18. Cunningham with it. Ivy with it. Stewart kicks to Thompson. Pass to Ivy. And he recovers it. Second chance shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
An absolute juggernaut on the drive. Once Ivy gets a step on the D, you're about to be compromised.
As the son of two professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Detroit.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Cade Cunningham.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence. When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
In the corner, Ivy with it. Thompson sets the pick for Hardaway. Off target with his 3. And it's Miami's ball. Here's Ivy. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying